Alrighty, this is Charles here, back playing some more Kerbal Space Program, and you should have just watched a time warp through gathering or researching a whole bunch of science. That was about, I think, 80 or 90 days. I actually didn't catch where we started, but we have just about 500 science now. And we're at just about 400 data. So I think it's about time we transmit and then move along. So let's do that. I'm not sure what we're controlling from. There we go. That's a little better. But it's probably. Maybe that docking... Oh, there is a probe under there, so maybe that's what it was. So let's click the Transmit Science button here. And yeah, this is probably going to take a lot of... Well, you can see, but we're charging back up. It is taking power, but we got these solar panels collecting a lot of power. That one's blocked, but this one it's got 24, and this one's got 17, and that's also 17. We also have full fuel, and we actually are full on ore as well. So while that transmits, it's going to take probably another minute or so. We are here. And let's we're here. We want to go to, well, another location. I believe this is a big crater. So that would be another good spot to aim for. And it looks like it may be even higher in ore than where we are now. So I think that's where we're going to aim for. It's going to be in the dark, but that's okay. So probably it looks mostly east, slightly north. Not as far as northeast. Something like that. We're gonna leave this crew mover. It probably doesn't have enough fuel to get anywhere. We're gonna have to send up a rescue ship at some point to get this crew back. Alright, and we're almost done. So if the sun is going that way, that's west. Yeah, we're gonna have to go off in this direction. $496 science added. Alright, we're gonna say stop research for now. Because we don't need the power drain as we move. But we got Bob, Bertrix, Valentina, and Jeb already. So, I think it's time to move. So let's do this. I'm gonna leave RCS off. I'm gonna leave RCS on. We can make RCS. Why I didn't, I'm not sure. We'll make some when we land. We eventually also have to get over here and take those readings, but we'll make a stop here and then we'll go from there. Alright, so let's lift off in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Can't really... we're starting to go. I think we want to go further east. We're going about as high as we want to go. We don't want to go too high, but that will get us over any mountains in the way. Yeah, let's go further east if we want to hit that. Doing okay. Used about a quarter of our fuel so far. Maybe a third. Alright, we're getting good distance. We just need to get the angle over. And we're going probably a lot higher than we want it to. A lot higher than I want it to, let's say. Alright, that is good, getting us right over the brightest. So we're going to add a maneuver here to slow down and come basically straight down. That's a nice high concentration. Oh. Stop. We don't need to be producing fuel while we're flying around here. Alright, this should be roughly the correct direction. To slow down, we have about 5 minutes until we need to make that burn. Now let's time warp. Alright, we're gonna go into the shadows. It's going to be a bit of a problem. There we go. Alright, let's... Because it's going to be hard to see what we're landing on. If it's a slope, or if it's flat or not, or if it's the edge of a crater. Alright, we have some lights on, but as you can see, it's not really catching anything. I'm going to... It says we have about 30 seconds. I think it looks relatively flat in front of us, so let's begin slowing down. I just really want to kill our horizontal. Alright, we are basically coming straight down. That should do it. It looks like we're coming straight down. Not sure how far off the ground we are. It would be nice if we had a ground sensing radar altimeter thingy. Now we're coming down at 50-ish meters per second, and I'm just burning basically so that doesn't increase. In fact, it's decreasing slightly. At some point, our lights will hit the ground, and at that point we'll need to slow down quickly, because that should be about 400 meters above. We're starting to get low, so let's slow. Alright, here we go. Cut. Okay, it's a bit of a slope, but we are down. Okay. Close on fuel. Let's turn off SAS. Close on fuel, but we have good 20% left. about 20% left. And you can see we're almost 10 degrees sloped here. But we are holding stable, so that's good. I am going to time warp until morning. Hopefully we're oriented a little better in regards to collecting solar energy. Okay. We're gonna need a monopropellant. We're gonna want to start our research again. And we're gonna want to deploy the drills. And extend the radiators. And start drilling. So there we are at, well, full capacity, I would say. We're researching, we're drilling, we're making fuel, and it's time to time warp again. Alright, well that didn't take too long. We filled up our monopropellant. I think we're gonna get an eclipse here soon. Our radiators have heated up because, well, yeah. The excavator has heated up. And we should switch over. Let's stop monoprop. And start making normal fuel. Well, this gets quite hot as well. Probably should have put a radiator or two on that. While we're here, our data is quite low. So let's observe the materials bay. Where are we? Moon's southwest crater. Let's process that in the lab. Or not. How about a goo reading? That we can process in the lab. Our data is at 401 right now. And it's now 456. And we have a thermometer on here. That should not be too much data. That we can add as soon as we get like one more data free. So let's time warp a bit. there was our eclipse. Everything shut down. We actually didn't even have enough power to make it through, but just shortly. There we go. We're back up to full power. And let's get it down to 455.0. All right. Ooh, that is a little wobbly. Alright, we are now preparing that temperature scan. Alright. So we got the data. We're getting 6 science per day. Gonna get a nice view of Kerbin. And I think we're gonna time warp again for quite a while. Let's start these again though. Yeah, that's gonna be the problem. Every morning we're gonna have to start the harvesters again. If you actually watch Kerbin there rotating, this is the South Pole, and this is the North Pole. We are on the southern part of the moon, and that's why everything appears sort of upside down. But we got power back, so let's start those harvesters again. And we'll time warp a little faster this time. Alrighty, we filled up our fuel tanks. We're just gonna mine a little bit more until our ore is full. Now, I thought we filled up our fuel tanks. We were just about full. There we go. Fuel tanks are full. Filling up our ore canister. And we should not need to restart the drills again. At least here. Alright, we're doing relatively good. We've already transmitted 500 science back. We have another 100 science just about ready to go. Well, it is ready to go, but we want to collect even more. We still have 479 data. And we have lots of ore here. There's only a few other places that actually have this much ore. We are down here. We may take a trip up here, and then maybe over here, and then past these points to get these readings. But I think this is about all we'll do in this episode. However, before we totally leave here, or leave this episode, I should say, let's go check in on the Duna probe. So we're basically gathering science while waiting for it to get to Duna. Here's the Duna probe. And in 1 year and 10 days, it will encounter Duna. Here is Duna right now. So the probe is taking a shorter path, shorter, smaller, lower orbit, but it's going to come out and encounter Duna in 1 year, 10 days, and an hour, and then 4 days later escape, assuming we don't do anything. But of course, we're going to aerobrake and get some readings and do all sorts of fun stuff, hopefully. But that will be another episode in the future. We don't even need to aerobrake because we actually have quite a bit of fuel left. And maybe we'll fly past Ike. Definitely going to attempt to land. That's why we got all these parachutes. But like I said, that will be another episode. So, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time with some more Kerbal Space Program.